Hey everyone, just bought a Halon the other day. I'm not liking the Lost HD really well, so I'm attempting to tape everything off. I started the video a little bit late. I've already got a couple of the logos taped off right here, and then the cross-centric cam logos on the inside of the limbs, got them taped off. The grip, some logos. So yeah, that's all I've got so far. I'm gonna keep videoing. I'll set this right here. This stuff's pretty tedious, so it's just going to take a little bit of time. I couldn't really find anybody that could dip any bows up here in North Georgia, and so I basically had to do a little DIY project. I just got this little area set up in my basement. My wife helped me set everything up. She's awesome. Got me a little target set up right here, a little workbench with some pegboard, and got all my packs and bows hung up right here. My duck hunting waders, everything's down here. So it's a pretty neat little space. Got fortunate to have enough room to do this kind of stuff. My wife's wanting me to move some of my mounts down here to the basement, but I can't bring myself to do it. I've got a little small 8-pointer I killed this past season. I'm gonna do a Euro mount on him, but I hadn't got around to do it yet, so I'm sure I'll video it when I do it. And I'll post it up for y'all to see. I would really like to eventually get a vise and a press to put my bow in, and so I can work on it and not have to drive freaking 20 minutes just to spend 5 at the bow shop. So I'd rather be able to do all the work here by myself. I kind of did a little paint job like this back before duck season on a cheap little Mossberg pump, and it kind of turned out okay. I mean, it was a jerry rig job, if that's the way you want to call it. The stuff is pretty tedious. I mean, just getting to the point where you can paint it is a little bit of work, but I think once I get it painted, it's going to look pretty good. So I'm just tired of every single bow that I see looks the same as somebody else's. So I figured I'd do a little gullidge touch on it. I'm gonna flip this thing over here in a second, just to get the other side of the cams and the other side of the string and cables. The main reason why I did this video is because I've not been able to find any videos, hardly, maybe one or two, of people doing a project like this. So that's the main reason why. And all I've got is just masking tape, an X-Acto knife, and a little bit of time. I stripped everything off the bow. My quiver, my sight, which I just got yesterday, came in the mail. My stabilizer, all the harmonic dampers, pulled them out. All the hardware from the sight. Yeah, I pulled all of it off. Yeah. All I left on was the rest. So I'm just gonna cover it up and paint past it. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but this season was not the best. As far as whitetail wise. A lot of inconsistent weather patterns. A weird rut. I mean, the amount of deer that I usually see was cut in half. I don't know if it was something to do with all the weird weather we had this year. We had a really wet winter, really wet. So I'm guessing that's part of the. Sorry about that. My buddy John was calling me. Old John Brooker. Y'all need to go follow him on Instagram. John Brooker Photos. Dude is a genius with a camera. Wish I had that kind of talent. I was fortunate to meet up with him. Our wives actually go to school together up there in Dalton, Georgia. So I think me and him might try to do some backcountry mule deer hunts out Colorado or Arizona or something the next couple years. Oops. I think it's going to come together pretty good. Might end up using the whole roll of dang tape. I'm sure there's a quicker and maybe easier way to do this. I kind of went the long and detailed route with taping off some of the logos, pretty much. I mean, I'm sure some people have just painted right over them, but I wanted to kind of give it a semi-factory look, even though the paint job ain't gonna be up to par with a factory paint job, but still give it the kind of look. I haven't really decided what color I'm gonna go with. I've looked at that. I think it's prime. Might have a brown color, like a dark earth brown, or oh, it's Elite. It's Elite. Their option. No, not option. The new one they just made. Just came out with. What's the name of that boat? No. Ritual. The Ritual. Oh, I couldn't remember that. I shot it. So yeah, hadn't really decided on what color to go with. I think I might end up going with a brown, just because I like the natural colors. Maybe a dark tan or a dark gray, kind of like the stone color that Mathews been putting on the verdicts and the TX5 and Traverse. I think you can get the TX5 and the Traverse in stone. Yeah, a vise would be really, really handy right now. Super handy. So, this is what I've got so far. Still got to tape off the rest, but you can see right here, I taped off the Halon, and then on the inside, I taped off the cross-centric cam logos just on one side, on the opposite side of each limb. I did the same with the Halon symbols. So I'm gonna finish doing this and I'm gonna skip forward. How about that? So I've gotten everything taped off. String stop, the limb housing, the cams, strings, cables, the rest, the rollers, the grip, the logos. I've taken out the harmonic stabilizers. That should be it. I've decided to go with I think this is the color. Decided to go with this Rust-Oleum right here. It's a kind of a dark tan. If you can see that. I think it's gonna look good. All the accessories are gonna accent that color, so it kind of be like a like Hoyt's buckskin, pretty much. It's about ready to paint. I think it's gonna look good. Do a few coats on it. I'd like to be able to do a rougher texture to it, but this paint that I've got, it's not gonna be real rough. So, oh well. Might prime it and then hit it with a couple coats, and I'll post another video, I guess. So until then. So I'm gonna tie up a rope in between these two big posts right here. Can't really see them. There's one right there and one right here. And hang up a clothes hanger so I can hang my bow up. And we're gonna get to priming. Here's the prime. See if I can get it painted. So, I primed it, I painted it, and now I'm taking the tape off, and it turned out pretty good. I think I should have used a flatter finish, but I might just go over it with some steel wool or something like that to knock that shine off. I used satin, which I should have went with matte, but I was just using what I had around here at the house. So here's a look at it. Still got to take the little decals off, whatnot. Still got to take the rest of the tape off, but I think it turned out pretty good. Once I get all my accessories back on it, it should look pretty good. I'll do another video once I get everything off and everything put back on. So I got the stabilizer, the sight, the dampers back in, all the tape's taken off. The paint is done. There's a few places where I'm gonna have to go back over and get some paint thinner and get some of the tan paint off the black. Other than that, turned out pretty decent. Did the Halon like that. See, it turned out pretty decent. Actually did the Halon decals on the opposite sides of the limbs on top and bottom. So, and then did the cross-centric cam logo right there, the Halon 6 logo right here, and then the Mathews logo right here. Then I'll paint the quiver. But until then, it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. It'll shoot good. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.